Yo, what's good everybody? Cerebral4. I have a TCG match here in Standard with Gardevoir GX. Team Up is gonna come out in a few days, so there's no point making a new deck list and showing it to you guys and playing matches with it when the trainer skeletons are gonna be very affected when Team Up gets released with cards like Erica and stuff. So I'm just gonna show a few loose games with my pre-existing decks. Decided to play with Gardevoir GX here for a bit. It's kind of fun. It's definitely not tier 1, but if you get it going, it's pretty cool. A nice little deck. I know a lot of people like this deck. They really want to make it work. They really want to see it on top again. And I think a lot of my viewers, you guys really like Gardevoir GX too. So going to show you guys a bit more with Gardevoir. I like using it as well. And let's see what my opponent is going to be playing here. I open up with my Xerneas, which is good. It's probably the best opening Pokemon if you don't open with something like Vulpix to search Pokemon. We'll be able to kind of function here like Buzzwole GX, do a little good damage for only 1 energy. I got already a route on the bench, and we got a copycat supporter. Hopefully my opponent, well, has a few cards there, and I managed to utilize that. So let's see, we get an Vulpix to my opponent mulligan, and my opponent is playing first, and he opened up with the Ultra Necrozma GX. So this is going to be a Malamar deck using Ultra Necrozma GX. Haven't seen this Pokemon in a while. It's still a very good Pokemon. I don't own it yet. If I did, you best believe I was going to show you guys games and a Malamar deck list with this guy as opposed to the Necrozma GX from Burning Shadows. It's a very strong Pokemon actually. It kind of outclasses Latias and Latios Tag Team GX when they're going to get released soon. Latias and Latios do have they do have the GX attack going for them, which basically sets up your Pokemon sort of quicker. You don't have to rely on Malamar immediately. But this Pokemon is still very strong. The damage output it can do, get 1-hit knockouts easier. Just discarding 3 energy and you just KO whatever the hell you want. It's crazy. So he played a bunch of Pokemon here in K's, Lele, Dawnwings, got that guy in the active position, and played an energy on Ultra Necrozma GX. Now normally I should have a decent advantage because I'm running Fairy Pokemon. Ultra Necrozma is a dragon, it's weak to Fairy, and we can get KOs on that guy easier. And I managed to utilize Copycat here, drawing a bunch of cards, that's good. So things are going really nicely here. I have all my small Pokemon that I'm looking for. We have 3 routes. We have a Vulpix too, and I'm going to use the last nest ball here. Grab a Xerneas Prism, that's going to be a handy Pokemon too. High HP, just a basic, can easily get 1 shot on Ultra Necrozma GX. So looking pretty good here. Going to start doing some damage with Overrun, targeting down the Lele and the Dawnwings Necrozma. I'm going to soften up these GX Pokemon in case he wants to use them, in case they're left active. Ultra Necrozma GX, I know that I can take care of it really easily. I just need just a couple of energies on Gardevoir. Just 3 basically, just 2 energies on Gardevoir and him having 1 energy on, and it's a knockout. So I'm not too worried about that guy. We're going to soften up the other Pokemon. So normally this should be an easy game, but you got to remember that Ultra Necrozma GX is very strong. You should never, don't count it out. Don't count Malamar out. As I was saying in the beginning when Forbidden Light was going to come out, even though this Pokemon is weak to Fairy, if you can get 1-shots on it, but it can get 1-shots back without too much trouble. It just needs 3 energies, that's it. And it takes care of Gardevoir in 1 hit too. No problem. So his deck is much more consistent for sure, being Malamar. He already has 2 Malamars out. Ultra Necrozma already has 2 energies out, and he can easily get a knockout on Necrozma, on Xerneas if he wants to, like if he manages to switch here. So I gotta be really careful. We do have Gardevoir in hand, we do have a Fairy energy, and Cynthia. I don't have a Candy. And my opponent is going to use Guzma, targeting down the Xerneas Prism. I don't think that was a very good idea on his part. I mean, this Pokemon is, of course, very strong. It's going to be a threat with energies against him. But it only gives 1 prize. I really think he should have just KO'd Xerneas. But maybe he had no way to switch without the Guzma, and he had to target something out, so might as well target the Xerneas Prism, as opposed to something like Routes. So I'm going to use my Cynthia here, play down my Fairy Energy, and let's see, no Gardevoir GX yet. I don't have the pieces necessary. So let's see here. I do have a Fairy Energy in hand, but Guzma is kind of too important. We only have one of them, so I'm going to get that guy with my Acrobike. Acrobike always kind of stinks. Sometimes you have no choice but to discard a valuable card. It happened to me many times. It's crazy. Like sometimes you reveal the same card 2 times, and that's fucked up. Right. One time I revealed like double Malamar. That was shit. Double NK, that happened to me too. In my Malamar deck, I run a lot of these Acrobikes, so you kind of have to, but you got to deal with this drawback sometimes. So let's see here. My opponent is powering up the Donwing's Necrozma GX. I guess he doesn't have much of a choice here. He does have the Chimecho though. Play down that Chimecho. I think it's from Guardians Rising. Has a pretty interesting effect, preventing your opponent from evolving Pokemon with abilities. And it is a Pokemon that can kind of slow me down here. But because I'm doing damage with Xerneas, and I have other methods too, I'm not too worried about it, honestly. We've got the Guzma as well, but I'm not going to focus on that just yet. Let's attach another Fairy Energy on one of the routes. Spread them around. Shouldn't be a big problem. I debate here for a bit, but that's the best play. And we got to go with another Cynthia here. The best thing to do. I've got a Curlier too, so we can see that. Let's see, so Rare Candy and Gardevoir. Unfortunately, I can't evolve thanks to Chimecho. But with Overrun, I'm going to keep putting the pressure here and doing damage. My opponent buys himself some time, and it's for his benefit actually. But, you know, if I don't evolve into my Gardevoir GXs, he can't really get any big knockouts unless he attacks Xerneas. And if he attacks Xerneas, then I can evolve into Gardevoir. So I'm not sure why he used Chimecho there. I guess he did want to buy one turn there, get the necessary energies. So now he promotes Ultra Necrozma GX again, and it'll be a KO on Xerneas, but it did its job. I did spread quite a bit of damage with Xerneas here, applying pressure while I'm setting up. And now with Gardevoir GX that's going to come out, I'll be able to finally get some big KOs here. So my opponent using Lily drew a few cards there. Photon, Geyser, whatever. Xerneas is out of the picture, but it did a good job. Using the GX attack is impossible against this deck because it gets one-hit knockouts, so, you know, we haven't lost anything. Alright, so Gardevoir GX, time for you to come out and kick some ass. Let's see here. I have my Olivia too. That's going to be great. Going to be able to grab Alolan Ninetales and Gardevoir GX, and we'll be getting a bunch of our Fairy GX Pokemon out this turn, thanks to Alolan Ninetales. So Alolan Ninetales evolves, and I can get Rare Candy. I can get a bunch of cards here. So let's see, one Rare Candy, and what else am I going to get? Let's get Energy Lotto, just for me to get energies. All I want is energies right now. I don't need to get the max potion just yet. So Gardevoir GX number 2 comes out. Very, very nice. And let's use the Energy Lotto. I do see one more energy. That's good. And we had enough anyway. I only need 2. Now I have 3. But I do want to sort of add them to my hand. Start taking advantage of Secret Spring. If you can take advantage of multiple Secret Springs and get a bunch of Fairy Energies in the field, that's when Gardevoir GX becomes very unstoppable. So let's see here. I've got 2 on Gardevoir GX. Do I want to put the other one on the other Gardevoir, or just go on the active, start building up a Juggernaut? So I go with that, putting 3 on Gardevoir GX, kind of preparing for the Pokemon that's going to come after Ultra Necrozma GX. After Ultra Necrozma GX, you know, if he decides to use Donwing's Necrozma, then I need the 3rd energy to KO that dude. So he decides to go with Chimecho again. Alright, that's interesting. Is he just gonna use it to retreat? Probably. So let's see, another alternate Necrozma comes out. My opponent attaching lots of energies. I'm kind of happy in a way. He only has 2 Malamars down, because with 3 then, wow, he was going to be able to easily win against me, getting one-shots on Gardevoir GX. You know, I would actually go as far and say that this matchup isn't even completely favorable for Gardevoir. So he's going to go with the Bell of Silence again. And yeah, he's really preparing to knock out Gardevoir here, sort of buying some time with Chimecho. It only gives 1 prize. And let's see here. I'm going to use Volkner here. What am I going to get? Ultra Ball. Might as well get rid of the Vulpixes. I don't need them. Or get rid of 1 Vulpix and the Elm, I suppose. And let's get Curlia. It's the only thing that I can really get here. Prepare for the third Gardevoir GX. Okay. What to do, what to do. Attach the Fairy Energy on Gardevoir and use a switch here. I probably didn't need to attach the second one there. It was probably a misplay. But I think, yeah, with just 2 I was going to be doing 60. I was going to KO the Chimecho. Oh well. And just so that I don't lose as many energies if he KOs Gardevoir. So he promotes Malamar, and I think he's going to be able to make that Ultra Necrozma GX ready here. Place down the Ultra of the Moon. Helps out this deck a lot, have it for retreat. And that dude is ready, damn it. 4 energies on. He can get a one-shot on Gardevoir GX, no problems now. And before you know it, my opponent, he's going to be at 1 prize. Now, I'll be able to retaliate for sure, but, you know, it's going to make this game really close here. So, using Malamar again, attaching more energies, he decided to put 1 on Tapu Lele. Okay. And Photon Geyser. Gardevoir GX is knocked out, damn. So we only have 1 here. 1 Gardevoir left. 3 energies. So, let's see here. We get Tate and Liza. Let me just play Vulpix down so that I don't draw it again. Attach Fairy Energy on Curlia. And use Tate and Liza. Draw 5 cards. So I need to see like the other Gardevoir GX here. We get Ultra Ball. I guess that's going to do it. I'm going to use the Field Blower though and get rid of its Stadium because I know he needs it. And it sucks that I have to spend 2 Fairy Energies, but at this point we should have all the resources we need. You know, it's going to come down to who beats the other who. Like, I know that he can't get an easy knockout on Gardevoir GX if he doesn't have Ultra Necrozma, but, you know, with Guzma, he could get the last prize easily. So, Infinite Force, we're going to knock out this Ultra Necrozma, so that puts me at 1 prize too. So very, very close here. But if he has Guzma, then I basically lose. That's a big hand there. I don't think he really played a lot. I don't know how many he's running. So what's going to happen? Tell me what is going to happen here. Let's see. He can't use the GX attack for Necrozma, Dynamix Necrozma. We're at the same prizes. So Ultra Ball grabs a Necrozma GX. So as soon as I see that, I'm thinking, okay, maybe I'm kind of safe. If he's not grabbing Lele, maybe he doesn't have one, maybe he can't. He doesn't have more Guzmas, I don't know. So he decides to prepare that dude, attaches 1 Psychic Energy on, then uses Psychic Recharge again, 1 more Psychic Energy. And I'm thinking, oh shit, actually, that dude, you know, if he plays a Choice Band on and gets a 3rd Psychic Energy there, he can actually finish me off as well. So here comes the Choice Band. And switch, and it's at this point I'm thinking, okay, this guy has the game. Uses Cynthia, you know, doing everything he can. He knows all he needs is 1 Psychic Energy, manual attachment, and uses Acrobike, still digging. And does he have it? And fuck. Thinking here, Do you have it or do you not have it? That's the question. If he has it, he wins. If he doesn't, then I win. Place down the Altar of the Moon there. Wow. So, I don't know. He attaches it, so he has it. So I lose, basically. So yeah, Gardevoir GX, that's a problem. Even though it's a stage 2, it doesn't have the highest HP. Just 230. And I have 10 damage counters already here. So with the Choice Band, you know, this Necrozma does a lot of damage too anyway, 190. With the Choice Band, it's going to be 220. So it's exactly enough to knock me out with Prismatic Burst. So GG, you know, you kind of don't see it coming, but yeah, this deck can indeed win against Gardevoir, even though you have the advantage against Ultra Necrozma. So a very good game, even though I lost. I enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys subscribe, leave a like, share this with your friends, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Cerebral 4 was hey.